Yeah, 360. When you're in the mirror, do you like what you see? When you're in the mirror, you're just looking at me. I'm everywhere, I'm so Julia.
Hello, my love. Hello, my heart. Hello, my baby. How's everybody doing today? Yeah, good, good. I know. Long time no see. Long time no see. I know I did not post an episode last week. That was because it was my birthday. So poor planning on my part to post an episode and then the very next week not post an episode because it was my birthday. But bitch, it was my birthday. It was my birth. Sorry. I was too busy drinking tequila, Dr. Pepper, sweet teas, and champagne. I had other things going on. If you were wondering, I did indeed have a blast for my birthday. We did a cowboy cam theme.
Bounce on this shit, no hands, no hands, no hands. Bounce on this, why bounce on this shit, dang.
Gagging, ate it, gagging, had a ball. Drank too much tequila, drank too much champagne, texted men I shouldn't have texted. You know, doing what divas do when divas drink. Shouldn't have did it, but had a ball and don't regret it. Hello. Every year around my birthday, I always get a little bit emotional. Sometimes I get rather crazy. I don't know what it is. Maybe someone could take a look. Because I'm not big into astrology like that. Like, I know I'm a Taurus. That's really all I know. But I don't know anything else. So maybe there's a reason behind why every year around my birthday, I seem to get a little la-la-loopsy, little Looney Tunes, and just kind of lose my brain for a day or two. So I don't know if there's something behind that or what. But with that being said, welcome back to I Just Be Talking, episode 2. I do have a plethora of things to talk about because I didn't see y'all last week. So I'm trying to make up for lost time, baby. I do want to talk about myself for a little bit, do what I do best and talk about me. Because I feel like a lot of people watch my videos, but they don't actually know who I think people know my name is Cameron, but they don't actually know me, know my background, know where I'm from. And I just feel like it's just pleasantries, just to clear the air in the room, just so, I know you a little better, you know me a little better, everybody know everybody a little better. You get what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to start with first. So for starters, my name's Cameron. I just turned 27 on May 1st. I really don't like saying I just turned 27 because, bitch, that's what? A hop, skip, jump away from 30. I don't want to do that. I want to be 22 forever. But nonetheless, I'm 27. I live in Atlanta, Georgia. I've lived here literally my whole life. I love it. I couldn't imagine living anywhere else. I grew up in Douglasville, which is maybe 20, 30 minutes outside of Atlanta. And it's the suburbs. I had a ball. Yeah, good time. I loved it. Some people don't like Douglasville. Hey, it's each day on, bitch. Do what you want to do. I gagged and gooped over it. I had a blast. My parents, I had a pretty normal childhood. Honestly, it really wasn't anything to gag over, no shade. My parents, they worked. My parents have been pretty great, honestly, can't lie. They've taken care of me. I lived a pretty good life. There was nothing really spectacular. When you think about a normal kid's life, oh yeah, you lived a pretty normal life. Nothing really happened. My parents didn't get divorced. Nothing crazy happened. So it's not much to talk about. I mean, my parents did spoil me a little bit. No tea, no shade. That was their fault. I don't think they should have did that. But hey, thank you though.
Perfect. Hey, have a good day. Y'all can keep that trash too. Thank you.
Kisses on both the cheeks, no eyes. Yeah, so I went to elementary school, went to middle school, went to high school, and then let's speak on high school for a little bit because high school was kind of gag worthy, not gonna lie. When people talk about euphoria and they say things like, oh, euphoria isn't real, high school kids don't do that for real. You see, that's where I gotta disagree because I feel like maybe not that far, but I remember when I was in high school, divas was definitely doing things that divas should not be doing at that age. Let's not forget when I was in high school and one time this new girl moved and she became friends with these group of people and she was like, oh yeah, you guys can come to my house after school. They came to her house, robbed her TV, and then she couldn't explain to her mom why her TV was gone because you shouldn't have had nobody at your house. Your mama told you not to do that, and you did it anyway. Gagged her. Gagged her. Like, that's not normal. Like, that's not normal high school behavior. That is borderline euphoria. You thought you had this group of friends. They done came in your house, stole your TV, and walked out. No shade. Then, I did go to quite a few parties in high school. I had a blast. They were super fun. Who remembers one time when I was with my friends? I had a group of friends. We used to go to the gas station and like get an adult to buy us like a Four Loko or a Strawberita, which, by the way, that is illegal. Do not do that. Do not supply minors with illicit things to do illicit activities. That is illegal. I do not support that. But I did do it though, nonetheless. So, basically, we would go get a Strawberita, a Four Loko. And by the way, if you're not familiar with Four Lokos, they were banned for a good period of time.
Two ingredients are adding up to big trouble: caffeine and alcohol. There is now a major government crackdown on a popular drink called Four Loko.
I don't know if they're still banned today because people were literally like drinking them and dying because they're not good for you at all. So we would go get a Four Loko, and my friends enjoyed smoking. I am not really a smoker. Every experience I've had with smoke, well, let me not say every, but majority of experiences I've had with smoking have not been the best. They've not been the most pleasant, if I do say so myself. So this particular instance, we get a Strawberita. We go to my friend's house. We're in her backyard, relaxing, chilling. I take 2 sips of the Strawberita.
Julian.
Okay, my friends are smoking. They're enjoying the little blunt. They're in their little rotation. My friend says, oh, do you want to try it? I said, you know what? Fuck it. It's Friday. We just got out of school. It's fucking Friday. Ho. I take it. I take a puff. Honey, when I tell you I blacked out. The world shut down around me, honey. Literally, it was black. Like, everything was black. And looking back, because now that I'm adult, I fell asleep. That's what happened. That's literally what happened. I literally closed my eyes and went like this. So, bitch, I'm like literally standing up, like with my eyes closed, not moving. And so then I guess my friends are like, okay, well, let's go. And so I'm not moving. So they're like, hello, are you okay? Hello. And so then my friend literally has to put my arm around him and basically carry me back into her house. We go to her basement and I go to sit down and I cannot move. Bitch, I am stuck. I'm stuck. I cannot move. Like, literally, I swear to God, I cannot move. It was sleep paralysis in real life, bitch. I'm paralyzed. Paralyzed. I'm literally like holding onto the couch and I'm like, I can't move. I can't move. I can't move. And so then everyone's like, bitch, stop playing, girl. Sit down. And so I'm like, no, for real, I can't move. Call the police. Call the ambulance. Call my mom. And so then my other friend, her parents were extremely religious. So she starts speaking in tongues. And
that's when the blessings come in. Blessings come in.
She's like, no. And so now like, she's freaking the fuck out. My other friend is like, bitch, you're being dramatic. Like, girl, sit down. And I'm like, I can't move, for real. I can't move. And I'm like, I can't move. Call my mom. And so then she's like, do you really want me to call your mom? Like, I'll call your mom. And so then I'm like, no, don't call my mom. Like, it was a fucking mess. And finally, I calm down. And I was like, I don't know what happened. I don't know. Looking back, it was so funny. Because, girl, you literally were just high. Like, you're just being fucking dramatic, bitch. Like, I really was being dramatic. But in the moment, it was scary. It was scary boots because I'm like, bitch, what the fuck? I literally cannot move. And so that was the first time I was like, oh, hell no, bitch. Like, that ain't for me. Let me just stick to my mango readers like I'm used to. And do me. So I didn't smoke for a while. And then after that, I did smoke for one of my friend's birthdays. And I remember I just got so fucking irritated. Everything was fucking irritating me. Like, every little thing. We had gone to McDonald's and I was like, why are the lights so bright? Like, what the fuck is her problem? Like, I don't know. I don't know, but it's literally like every effect people say marijuana should have on you, I get the opposite. When people are like, oh, you should just be like laughy and just kind of like, yeah, no, that was not my experience. I got extremely pissed off. Everybody shut the fuck up and get the fuck out of my face before I start throwing shit in this hole. I'm not playing. So I didn't do it again for a good while. Fast forward, now I'm in college. I went to Georgia State University, which was a great decision, by the way. I loved it. And I obviously was drinking in college. I mean, one thing about me, no tea, no shade, I love me a good drink. I love me a good libation. I love me a good libation. Now that I'm older, I especially love me a good glass of wine, or 2 or 3 or 4, depending on my mood. I love a good drink. Do I like me a good smoky wokey, smoke hour? No. Keep that shit over there. But you could do it. Just, I'm not going to do it. So I get to college. I try smoking again. And this time we were at my friend's dorm. And literally, I remember I would close my eyes and see like Cartoon Network scenes. Excuse me, bitch? What the fuck is going on? What, like, be so for real with me right now. Are you dead ass for real? Closing my eyes and seeing like Cartoon Network scenes like on a garage. Like literally the house I grew up in, I was seeing the garage, but imagine the garage with a projector of like Cartoon Network on it. Where the fuck did that come from? Is this shit like, what is in this? What is in this? Is there ketamine in it? What is in this? Fentanyl, ketamine, or what's that other shit called that they go like ayahuasca? Is there ayahuasca in this? Because if it is, you need to let me know beforehand, before I call the police, for real. Because I don't know what's going on with this. So, I stopped smoking then, and then later on, mind you, when I'm talking about these gaps, these are like years apart. So it's like I'll smoke maybe in 2014. I didn't smoke again until like maybe 2017, then again 2018, and then like, so it's very sporadic for me. Then I remember I smoked another time with this boy who I was like talking to. I got so paranoid. I was like, literally, I am in Jeffrey Dahmer. And mind you, he wasn't even, no shade, but he wasn't even white. So I don't know where Jeffrey Dahmer came from. I don't know where I got the inclination of Jeffrey Dahmer when this man is not white and he doesn't have them thick ass glasses. I don't know where that came from. But nonetheless, that was the thought running through my mind. This is the reincarnation of Jeffrey Dahmer, and he is literally, he fucking hates me. Like he actually does not like me at all. He fucking hates me, and what he's going to do is chop up my body and throw it in a closet. So I start getting paranoid, and I'm just like sitting on the edge of his bed, like watching TV, and he's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine." "Yeah. Are you fine?" "Yeah, I'm totally fine." Like, no.
Oh, don't cry. Are you?
"Oh, are you good?" "Yeah." I was not fine. So then, after that, I don't think I've smoked since then. I did get into edibles for a little bit. Now the edibles, that's a whole nother story. I fuck with me a good little edible, honey. I like me a good little edible. Now, I don't know which edibles my friend had, but whichever ones he had, I liked it. I was goofing and gagging and gooping. I did buy some THC, CBD, THC gummies that are right there in my drawer. They are indeed 0.5% THC, so not even a whole 1%. And they make me feel like I'm floating on the moon, baby. I love them. They're the right amount of dosage. I love them. And for some reason, they make me very hyper-focused. Like, if I take them and I'm doing something, I don't like to read, but if I like take one, I start cleaning very meticulously. I start organizing everything very meticulously. So I don't know. I don't know if it's Adderall in the shit. I don't know what's up in the bitch. But I don't know if I have ADHD. I don't know. I haven't seen a medical professional. All I know is when I take them, they make me extremely, extremely organized and hyper-focused on cleaning. And that I could fuck with, because it's giving productive. I love drinking. But I do have a couple horror stories on that. The main one being, like I said, I went to Georgia State University. Our homecoming is around October-ish. This was maybe my first homecoming. Bitch, when I tell you it was a fucking mess. So let me tell you what happens. Me and my friend, we live together. So we were like, okay, we're going to pregame before homecoming, and then we're going to bring drinks to homecoming. And mind you, there's drinks already at homecoming. All of the Greek fraternities, sororities, they all have drinks available. So not only did we drink before, then bring our own drinks, we're also drinking their shit. So I one thing about me, I'm a very manageable drunk. Like I can literally be blackout drunk, but I'm functioning. Like I can keep up with you. I'm not a drunk where I'm like, oh, falling out on the floor and yelling and like spit coming out of my mouth.
It ain't gotta be. Come on, Nicole, really?
I just want to have fun. I'm so hot.
I don't need you to get arrested for the.
I just want a good time. I will start a party.
No. If I'm drunk, I can still be like, I might be a little out of it. Like, oh, girl, okay. But I'm not like incoherent. I'm still very coherent of what's going on. This particular instance, though, honey, so this is what happened. I was drinking and I got to the point where I was drunk. Mind you, I'm speaking on this in retrospect. In the moment, I was just drunk and having fun. But looking back, what really happened was I drank so much and I got to the point where I blacked out but was still doing stuff. So what happened was my friend, they have porta potties. My friend goes in the porta potty. She uses the bathroom. I go in after her and I see a wallet and keys on the thing. It's like a wallet and car keys and like house keys. And I'm like, oh, I come out. I'm like, oh, bitch, you left your wallet. She's like, what? I said, you left your wallet. She said, I didn't bring my wallet. I said, huh? And then I'm looking at the keys. She said, aren't these your keys? She said, bitch, I don't have a car. It was a Mercedes key. Mind you, I live with this bitch. Bitch, I know you ain't got no car. I knew. I should have known. And so I'm like, oh shit. I just assumed because you went in before me. So I just assumed, bitch, why you didn't get it? So I got it. And so I'm like, oh shit. It's some girl who was in a sorority named Madeline. Madeline, if by chance you happen to see this, I am so sorry that I accidentally took your key. Bitch, I didn't accidentally take shit. Bitch, you lost your shit. I turned it into the campus police. Now, mind you, I didn't turn it into the campus police for like 2 weeks because I had shit going on, girl. No shade. That wasn't on the forefront of my mind and I was extremely drunk. So now I got this girl's keys in her wallet. Don't see her anywhere in sight. To be honest, really wasn't looking for her. Like I said, I was blacked out of my mind. Just having a ball. I was having a good old time. So now it's time to go. And this is where things take a turn. It's time to go and I sit down like waiting on the Uber. And it's as if everything just whoosh hit me. And I'm like, oh. I'm like hunched over like, oh my God, bitch. The world is spinning around me. I'm just, ooh, la, 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 la. And so we're waiting on the Uber. We get in the Uber. It's me and like 3 of my friends. We're in this man's little Dodge Caravan. And we're like, my eyes are closed and everyone's talking to me. I'm not responding. I'm sleeping. I don't have the wherewithal and the energy to respond. I'm sorry. I am sorry. I'm blacked out. I'm literally just. And so everyone keeps talking to me and they're like, hello, Cameron. I'm like, yeah. And they're like, oh yeah, no, this bitch is done. And so then we're driving, we're getting closer to me and my friend's apartment. And I'm like, I have to throw up. And they're like, what? And I said, I have to throw up. And the man's like, if he throws up in my car, I'm going to charge you $100. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I have to throw up. Like at that point, like no tea, no shade. It was completely my fault. I was being irresponsible. Like no shade to the Uber driver. But once again, no shade. If I'm to the point where I'm saying I'm going to throw up, I don't really give a fuck about the $100. Girl, I'll give you the $100, bitch. I'm just saying I need to throw up. So either can we stop the car or what do you want to do? What do you want to do? Like I'm wrong because I have to throw up in your car. But now that you know that information, do you want to pull over? Do you just want me to let the window down and put my head out the window? Like what you want to do though? Because I done told you where I'm at with it. So we get to my apartment and I just put my head out the window and throw the fuck up. It did indeed get on the side of his car, so extremely sorry for that. He didn't charge me $100 though, so thank you so much about that. I get in our apartment. I'm now blackout drunk. My friend had to carry me up the stairs. Not my best moment. And I think because that happened while I was in college, which is why I can like handle my liquor so well now, because I had that experience and learned from it and said, okay, bitch, you gooking, so you need to get come on now. You can't be doing all that in the streets, okay? So my friend had to carry me upstairs, and then my other friend is like, we have to put him in the shower. And I literally said, if you put me in the shower, I'm gonna beat you the fuck up. And then she was like, you have to get in the shower. I'm like, I'm not getting in the shower. I just want to lay down. Mind you, Georgia State's homecoming and Morehouse and Spelman's homecoming was on the same exact day. So we were supposed to go to Georgia State's homecoming and then come home and go right back out to Morehouse and Spelman. So now I'm like, I don't want to get in the shower, which when you think about it, bitch, you should be getting in the shower. You've been outside all day. Get the fuck in the shower if you're going to go back outside. Stinky. But I'm like, I just want to lay down. And so my friends are like, eat some bread. And they hand me some bread. And I literally go, this is white bread. I don't want that. Such a bitch. I'm like, this is white bread. I don't want that. Bitch, as if you should give a fuck what bread. Like, bitch, you just had to get carried upstairs and threw up on the side of a man's car. And now you care so much about bread? That's what you care so much about? Okay, please. So I'm like, I don't want that. I end up eating it anyway. And then I take me a little nap and go right back out. So that's that. And that's another thing when it comes to me and drinking. I can, like, if I throw up while I'm drinking, I literally can throw up, brush my teeth, wash my mouth, and be right back. Like, okay, well, let's keep this going. What's next? I don't know what it is. Is that signs of alcoholism? Girl, I'm not no alcoholic, honey. Chill, okay. I'm just a good time girl. What had they say on Real House of Salt Lake City? Just a good time girl. Another thing I wanted to discuss is Drake and Kendrick Lamar, because quite a few of you have commented on my TikTok saying, can you break down the beef between Drake and Kendrick? Bitch, I wish I could. I wish the fuck I could. I'm just as lost as you, girl. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I really don't know where this beef stemmed from. I don't know bitch, I don't know. All I know is what's going on right now. It seems like it came out the blue for me. Is it because Kendrick said, motherfuck the big three, and Drake said, oh, you talking about me? Where did this come from? What's all this animosity to be bringing out all this dirt, grimy dirt, stooping low in the gutter with Mama Joyce?
Say she was low in the gutter. Is that right that she was low in the gutter? You said you would not stoop so low like Mama Joyce to be in the gutter.
To stoop so low and say you gonna drag somebody up and down the street like Mama Joyce said she was gonna do Candace. What is the beef, bitch? Please, Drake or Kendrick, please DM me and let me know what's the real ish. What's the issue? Cause I'm just as lost. What's the issue? I have never in my life hated someone so bad to the point. Well, you know what? That might be a lie. It's one bitch who I did not like that bitch at all. And I would have done anything to drag that hoe to the ground. Drag his ass to the ground. Because I did not fuck with him, bitch. He was weird as fuck. Anyway, it's not about me, though. It's about Drake. It's about Kendrick. I'm so confused because we went from motherfuck the big three. And so then Drake said whatever he had said. Next thing I know, Kendrick Lamar is talking about how you on Ozempic and you got a BBL and you got a fat transfer and a tummy tuck and that you abuse prescription drugs and that you are a fucking loser and that you think you're a bad bitch and you objectify women and that you're not really black. You are just cosplaying as a black person because you didn't grow up around black people, that's something I wanted to speak on. The diss where Kendrick brought that up and he basically said like, bitch, you're not black for real, okay? You're just profiting off the black experience. Hate to be a bitch, kind of gotta agree. Because no shade, if you grew up with a white mother and you grew up in a Jewish home and you grew up in the suburbs of Canada, nothing about that is actually black at all. Like nothing about that is a black experience, especially an American black experience. So I get what he's saying, because no shade, bitch, you didn't. Like, your dad is black, but you wasn't even around him. So what does it matter? Like, you grew up in a predominantly white area, Jewish, and like, you just didn't seem to have much interaction with black spaces as you were growing up. I mean, I don't know the man. I'm just going based off what I seen and what I heard, and what I seen pre-Degrassi and during Degrassi. You seem to be in predominantly white spaces, and ain't nothing wrong with that, girl. If you want to be in predominantly white spaces, hey, girl, more power to you. Hey, different strokes, different folks. Do what you want to do, honey. But I mean, he has a point. Sorry, no shade. Gag it. And so how we go from that to bitch, you're not black, to then, oh, bitch, Kendrick, your baby is actually not your baby, and you abuse your wife, so you should shut your fucking mouth. And then from there we go to, haha, bitch, you a pedophile. Oh, y'all, these are serious allegations. These not serious allegations we throwing around in the room right now. These are very serious allegations that we throwing around in the room right now. If somebody made these allegations about me, oh, bitch, we got to get the FBI involved, because you not finna tarnish my name. You ain't finna tarnish, You throwing out some real dirty low blows, boo. How you go from, okay, haha, you're not black, to you beat on your wife and your baby is not yours. Ooh. And then we go from you beat on your wife and your baby's not yours, to haha, you're actually hiding a baby and you're a pedophile, so we actually should not have you around children at all. And then Kendrick made a song talking to the son and the dad and the mom and his mom. Y'all, we are playing a dangerous game. If somebody ever made a diss track about me and addressed my child, saying, I am so sorry that you have this pathetic garbage excuse of a man for your father, and to your mother, I am so sorry that you raised such a bitch, and to your dad, you are pathetic because you just as a bitch as him. Whoa. These are violence words that we are using. But I guess that's rap beef, and I'm living. And then Drake, bitch, you sitting up here, you didn't even address that. You addressed something completely different. This man that brought up you a pedophile, and you talking about something else. Hello? You need to be addressing that. Talk about that. Focus on that. We focus on the wrong thing. That would have been the first thing I would have dispelled. Okay, bitch, now hold on now. Now hold on. I'm all for shits and giggles and a little shady fun, but you didn't took this too far. What Candy say at the Real Housewives reunion? I don't play about that shit. The serious allegations. They better call the FBI and the CIA immediately, because we got to get to the bottom of this. I had to go get me a little sweet tea. Okay, getting a little parched, honey. I love sweet tea, by the way, if no one knew that. Ooh, Ain't nothing better than sweet tea. But while I was getting up, I was in my house. I was like, ooh, bitch, it's a little bit toasty in here. If it's one thing I cannot stand, I can't stand no hot-ass house. I can't stand no fucking hot-ass house, bitch. Why is your house so fucking hot? This is not a sauna. This is not LA Fitness sauna. This is not a bathhouse. Why is it so hot in your home? I remember one time, shout out to Kayla from high school, because she made a very good point. I never even thought about it. We were talking about whether having it hot or cold, and she said, well, it's better to be cold than hot because you can always put on more clothes, but you can only take off so many. A philosopher. Bitch, you ate that so bad. Because she's absolutely right. You can always put on more clothes. You can put on a shirt, a long sleeve shirt, a cardigan, a coat, a blanket. We can throw so many things on to get to being hot. Get to being cold. But once a bitch is hot, it's hot. And then living in Georgia, when it's hot, it's humid, it's sticky, it's muggy, it's bugs flying all around this motherfucker. Girl, I can't stand no hot ass house. It's giving hell. If you want to be in hell, girl, I mean, guess you're halfway there with your hot ass house. on the last episode, I said I wanted to start doing advice. So some of you did ask me for advice. So thanks for that. And now we're going to go through and I'm going to answer them. Yay. Woo. Okay. So let's get to the first person who asked for advice. Yay. Okay, so it says, "Hey Cameron, I love your TikToks, by the way, and your podcast. I'm kind of in a dilemma or I'm just delusional, but I've been talking to this guy for like 14 days and I can't seem to shake him out of my system. Like, he's handsome and all, but he constantly body shames me and kicks me when I'm down. But he always traps me because he says the nicest things and claims he wants a relationship with me. I don't know what to do for real. Peace and love." So let's go section by section. Number one, I love you. I love you. Number two, I am glad that you're able to say, or I'm just delusional, because you're self-aware. And self-awareness is key. But to break it to you, you're not delusional. You're not delusional at all. If you've been talking to this man for 14 days and he's already body shaming you and kicking you while you're down, first of all, he should never do that, period. But the fact that it's only been 14 days and he's doing it, that lets you know. Kick his ass to the motherfucking curb. Bad bitches don't take shit like that. He constantly body shames me and kicks me when I'm down. He can go fuck himself, seriously. Because who the fuck is he? Who the fuck he think he is? And if, like I said, if he's already doing this 14 days into the relationship, imagine 14 years. Imagine. If you wouldn't want to put up with that for 14 years, then you shouldn't put up with it for 14 days. Kick his ass to the curb. Because I promise you, it's not going to get better. It's only going to get worse. If he's disrespecting you in this way already, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve that. What have you ever done to deserve that? Nothing. From this man who's known you all of 14 days. And you know what? I'm sure he is handsome, but handsome don't cover up a fucked up spirit. So, hate to break it to you, diva, but peace and love. Kick his ass to the motherfucking curb. And you know what? Since he has body shamed you, when you do kick his ass to the curb, you should let him know you're actually disrespectful as fuck. I don't like the way you treat me. You seem to have no respect for women. So I assume you don't have a very good relationship with your mother. But you know, you don't have to read him like that. That's just me. That's just what I would do. That's just what I would do. Because who body shame? I just feel like body shaming women is such a bitchy thing to do. Like, it's such a catty, girly, bitchy move. Like, oh, you look really fat today. Like, that's something I would expect a mean ass 16-year-old girl to say in high school. You're a grown man. Please. So the next one is, what does it mean if a nigga basically says he doesn't want a relationship with you after trying to pursue one with you for a year, but says he's not breaking up because he's lost feelings and doesn't want you to block him? That kind of confused my brain. Let me reread that. What does it mean if he says he doesn't want a relationship with you after trying to pursue one for a year, but says he's not? See, this is the part that confuses me. You said, but says he's not breaking up. Breaking up with who? So he's been pursuing you for a year and he doesn't want a relationship, but says he's not breaking up. But breaking up with who? Are you telling me that he has a girlfriend and he's been pursuing you for a year? Because if that's the case, girl, you better cut his ass off. You need to cut. Come on, diva. This not diva behavior, diva. This not diva behavior, diva. This not diva behavior, girl. For real. For real. No, for real. Because I'm gonna keep it real with you now. I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit like somebody else. If you're telling me, I'm just going hypothetically because this may not be what you mean, but if you're telling me that he has a girlfriend and he's not breaking up with her, but he's lost feelings for her, but he also says he does not want a relationship with you after he's been pursuing you for a year, girl, it looks to me like you got caught in a 360 deal. Because he said, I have my girlfriend, I'm not leaving her, but I also don't want to be with you, but he's still pursuing you. So he's basically egging you on and not fulfilling his end of the bargain. Like, I guess he is fulfilling. Let me say that you need to cut his ass off. That's the end. That's the moral of the story. One, if he has a girlfriend, he's made it pretty clear he's not leaving her. Two, he already said he doesn't want a relationship with you. So he gotta go. This ain't no, what you ain't finna have your cake and eat it too. Who the fuck you think you is? He gotta go. He gotta go. Doesn't want you to block him. Girl, you'll block him. He doesn't want you to block him. Block him. Block him. Block him. He's playing with your emotions. I'm letting you know that, for real. If he has a girlfriend and he done sat up here and said, I'm not breaking up with her, but I've lost feelings for her, but I'm still pursuing you, but I don't want to be with you either. He's literally, I almost can probably guarantee you he's also talking to other women. I can almost probably guarantee that. You need to leave him, please, for your own sanity, because this has already gone on too long. If it's been a year, it's gone on too long, diva. Know your worth. You're a bad bitch. You don't need to put up with no man. You don't need to put up with no man who doesn't know if he wants to be with you. If a man says, I don't know if I want to be with you, that's the only answer that we need. Thank you for your services. I wish you the best on your future endeavors. We had a great time. No hard feelings. On to the next. Because typically when a man says, I don't know if I want to be with you, or I don't want to be with you, the answer ain't changing. They're pretty solidified in their decision, especially if they're vocalizing it. So I think we need to chop it off, get to the chopping block, chop his ass off, and let's go. Because he ain't good for you no more. He got to go. Now, the next person who asked for advice is actually someone who I know. They texted me personally. So they wanted to know, how do you regain trust in a relationship? And to be quite honest, I think that's a very personal question. You really would have to talk to your partner about that, because it depends on why the trust was broken. If we just want to go with the cliche that someone cheated, because typically when people say, oh, the trust is broken, that's usually what happened. But if we just want to go with that cliche, I think you need to sit down, have a conversation with them and say, hi, you know what? I know in the past I haven't been the best. I know we've gone through our things. I want to ask you, what do you think I can do to make you feel more confident in this relationship? Because it's not about you. So don't come around thinking, oh, I should do this so they trust me more. It's actually not about you at all. You need to cater to them and ask them and have an open conversation with them to get to the foundation of why the trust is no longer there. So sit down, have a very open conversation, be apologetic, be very candid in what you have to say, and just be real. Because that's the best way to get trust, is to just be a real ass bitch. That's what I recommend, and that's what I recommend you do. Love you, boo. All right, y'all. So that's everybody who asked for advice. Like I said, if you do want advice, please feel free to DM me on Instagram. I'll answer it on the next episode, which will be next week. I'm not taking another break. But yeah, I think we are done for the night, y'all. It's closing time. It's closing time. Don't have to go home. It's closing time, baby. I'm signing out for the night, closing up shop. Finna get me a little chipperoonie, enjoy my sweet tea, take me a shower, put on a movie, and drift away to sleep, baby. The real Sleeping Beauty. Hello. I thank you so much for watching. I Just Be Talking. Hope you have a great night. Love you. Great night, day, morning, afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Love you. Bye. Thank you, Coachella.
So stop.